Starting isn't easy. Nobody really talks about that part honestly. They show you the results, the progress, the success, but they don't show you what it actually feels like in the beginning. Confusing, uncomfortable, awkward. You don't know what you're doing yet. You second guess yourself. You feel like everyone else is ahead of you. And because of that, starting feels harder than it should. But that's normal. Every single person who's good at something now was once a beginner who had no idea what they were doing. The difference is, they started anyway. The beginning's always messy. You're learning. You're making mistakes. You're figuring things out as you go. There's no way to skip that stage. And honestly, most people don't fail because they can't do something. They fail because they avoid starting. They wait for the perfect moment, the perfect plan, the perfect confidence. But none of those come before you begin. They come after. You build clarity by taking action. You build confidence by doing the thing. You build skill by practicing. Not before, during. Starting feels uncomfortable because you're stepping into the unknown. Your mind wants familiarity. It wants certainty. But growth lives outside of that. So of course it feels difficult. It's supposed to. The first time you try anything new, you're not going to be great. You'll be slow. You'll make mistakes. You'll feel unsure. That doesn't mean you're not capable. It means you're learning. And learning always feels uncomfortable at first. You can't judge your potential based on your first attempt. That's like expecting to walk perfectly the first time you stand up. It doesn't work like that. You need repetition, time, practice, and that only happens if you start. The hardest part is always the beginning. Because once you take that first step, something shifts. You realize it's not as impossible as it felt in your head. You start gaining small bits of confidence. You learn what works and what doesn't. Momentum begins. But that momentum never happens if you stay stuck at the starting line. Overthinking keeps you frozen. Action moves you forward. You don't need to have everything figured out to begin. You just need to take the first step. It can be small. Open the document, make the call. Go to the gym. Try the thing you've been thinking about. It doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to exist. And once you start, you're no longer stuck in your thoughts. You're in motion. And motion creates progress. You're not behind because you haven't started yet. But you will be if you keep waiting. So accept that starting isn't easy. Stop expecting it to feel comfortable. And do it anyway. Because everything you want begins with that first step. And once you take it, you'll realize it was never about being ready. It was about being willing.